back to Dinosaur Island. We see this watering hole. This is actually the first time we've ever seen a watering hole, because we didn't think it would be too interesting, but we finally had to change our minds. But we see Levi. He takes a quick drink. He walks off, but he decides to graze for a bit. But meanwhile, his Megalosaurus also starts to drink out of it. Draco has actually been in the watering hole. This watering hole won't last for long because it's a smaller one, but he decides to drag it. Also finds their way over this red spike. And his herd also comes over. And in fact, there's another Stegosaurus. They usually have a main feeding patch, and there was another Stegosaurus protecting the babies. Now we can also see Levi eating. They both quickly get a drink, because they just saw the Sarcosuchus Draco just kill the baby Stegosaurus, or the Megalosaurus. But somebody that lives near this watering hole is an apex predator in this area, and she quickly swoops in, killing the son, Stegosaurus. And the killer was Atlantic. She digs in. She hasn't had a meal in a long time. Brownie calls that they need to go. And two other predators that are walking over that also live near the watering hole is this female Tarbosaurus. And she has a mate. This jet black male. Now we're gonna call them Frostbite and Monster, since this Tarbosaurus looks like the Monster energy drink. I get their fill. As they walk off, there's another Megalosaurus. Megalosaurus strikes. Frostbite. Megalosaurs are very common on this island now. Probably the most common predator. The monster saves her. Its head has been huge. It's huge. This is actually a buried part of a boulder. There's a buried boulder under here. And the skull was fractured by it. And they start to dig in. As Atlantic is feasting, she stands over the body of the Stegosaurus and roars. It's not that very loud, it's a warning call. Both Tarbosaurus walking near Atlantic. Very quickly, Monster grabs the Stegosaurus carcass and tries to run off. They both try to run off with it. Both the Tarbosaurus gut Atlantic down, but she easily throws both of them off. She grabs her kill. She sets her kill down. Gets a quick drink. She stands over the body again, watching both the Tarbosauruses. The monster gets up, guides the body. Technically, this is probably, from what we know so far, Monster and Frostbite are the biggest rivals in the territory for Atlantic. But they're not that powerful. So she rarely worries about them. But we exactly don't know if it's bigger competition. She starts digging again. Monster and Frostbite don't really want to take their chances. Monster drags the body off. But it seems that Atlantic is one of the true alphas on this island. And if you want to know something, she's got more powerful as the last time we've seen her. Over the past couple of seasons, she's been definitely weak. But she's gotten way stronger since we saw her last. Stegosaurus have returned and they look at their baby. They all stare out at each other. Red Spike and the juvenile right there, back away. But Brownie walks. Brownie is the strongest stegosaur on this island that we know of. And the stegosaur, we never really say the stegosaurus population has gone way down since we last seen these three, kind of before. But as we know, the juvenile's dead. Walking back up, there's Monster and Frostbite. Monster goes for Red Spike. Frostbite goes for the mother. Brownie tries to intimidate. Atlantic. But this only angers Atlantic. Being a bull female stegosaurus, they are extremely powerful and you don't want to mess with them. But somehow, stegosaurus can easily kill Giganotosaurus. Every fight that we recorded, the stegosaurus has killed the Giganotosaurus. But then, the unthinkable happens. Atlantic has just thrown Brownie an 8-ton stegosaurus, one of the heaviest ever recorded. She's heavier than she looks. This shows she normally can't do this. The most she can weigh is about 3 tons, which is about the Actitosaurus's weight. And before my finishing time, she pins her down and gives her a scar. Goes back to being a child. The mother stegosaurus had a scar on her neck, but Red Spike has whipped her with his tail. She is very lucky that the spikes didn't penetrate through her skin. And the mother weakly gets up. They don't give up until the monster, the Frostbite, run away. They wanted another kill, but they were not successful. Brownie leads them back to their normal feeding patch. As Brownie and Red Spike walk off together, the mother stegosaurus comes back one more time. She does not want to risk furthermore injuries. Atlantic has definitely gotten more aggressive since we last saw her. She has ran towards the mother. The mother quickly runs off. Thank you for joining us on Dinosaur Island, the watering hole.